with ease. Let's hear a technique from our very own event planner expert, Miss Monina Evangelista.
Alright, thank you so much, men. Thank you so much, everyone. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. And again, I would like to thank you all for patronizing and supporting Bride and Bliss Expo. So this is going to be the last talk for this two-day event. And I am honored to share with everyone my tips and techniques on wedding planning, and to share not just for the brides and grooms, but also to all aspiring wedding planners around. I'm sure a lot of you would want to go into wedding planning, so today I'm going to share with you some of the things that I have learned and the experiences that I want to share in my 30 years as a wedding planner. Okay, so can we have the next slide, please, or can I have my presentation? Okay, so that is me. Photo taken maybe 4 years ago and 10 pounds ago. Okay, payat ko pa dyan. Okay. So my name is Monina Evangelista. I am, as you know, the CEO and president of MRE Events and Marketing Incorporated. We are the ones who are organizing this Bride and Bliss Expo from this year onward. Okay? Taon-taon natin gagawin ito. We also have, aside from Bride and Bliss, our brand name as an events company is called Monina E. So, hindi ko alam po bakit Monina E ang tawag. Okay? So, we have been in the industry for 30 years now. I started when I was very young, about the age of 20. Okay, malalaman yung edad ko. So, at the age of 23, 24, nagsastart na ako mag-event planning. So, I have handled weddings all over the world, no, not just in Manila or in the Philippines, but as I have been sharing with everyone, we are so pleased and excited to announce that we are we have already set up a branch here in Davao City, no? So, hindi na po kami taga Manila lang, taga Davao na rin, at makikita nyo na kami ng madalas dito. So we have our office here already, no? So anyway, yan na yun. Can I have the next slide, please? Let's start with our topic for today, no? Crafting your wedding with ease. So over the many years that I have been in the industry, a lot of wedding clients often, would have an experience of being so rattled or, very stressed out about wedding planning. Which in fact, dear brides and grooms who are here, you don't have to go through all that stress. If you just know how to properly prepare your wedding step by step. Meron pong tamang proseso yan at merong step 1, step 2, etc., etc. For example, nag-propose si groom today. Bukas, wag mo muna intindihin yung souvenir o kaya, ano kaya ang magiging itsura ng makeup ko? Kahapon pa lang nag-propose, makeup agad ang iisipin. There is a proper way and I'm going to share with you how to do that. Para chill lang kayo and you maintain your beauty as you progress. Can I have my next slide? Alright, step 1, start with the 3 B's. Okay? So, ano ba yung 3 B's na yan? The basics, the brand, and the budget. Yun lang muna ang isipin nyo, mga soon-to-weds. Okay? So, ano ba yung 3 B's na yan? Next slide. Sorry, wala akong clicker. Alright. Yung basics, brand, and budget na yan. Next slide. The basics is the who, what, when, and where. Maski na nung grade school tayo, yan ang sinasabi, who, what, where, and when. Where, di ba? So yung who, ano ba yung who? Next slide. The who is, isipin nyo muna yan. Entourage mo, sino-sino, at sino ang mga bisita. Bakit yan ang una mong iisipin? Ang gasto sa wedding, pag ang haba ng entourage mo, mahaba ang gastos. Pag marami kang ninong at ninang, mahaba din ang gastos. Ang wedding guest mo, pag mahaba ang listahan, lumalaki ang gastos. Okay? So you have to determine first who are the people who will be involved in your wedding. If these people are really, really important and you cannot do it without them, then they should be in that list. If your bridesmaids will be as long as 12 bridesmaids, then so be it. Kailangan mong i-consider yung importance ng attendees mo. And for the guests, syempre, ganun din. If, not so important or you really don't want to invite them, then don't. Just create that guest list first. Alright? So that is the who. Next one. What is the next basic? What type of wedding? Syempre, kayo mag-asawa, mag-iisip kayo or mag-uusap, ano bang type of wedding yan? Gusto mo ba ng Christian wedding? Catholic wedding ba yan? Muslim wedding ba yan? Civil wedding ba yan? The two of you, itong mga basics na to, husband and wife, bride and groom pa lang dapat nag-uusap. Wala pang ibang kausap, ha? Bride and groom, usap kayo. Catholic ba? Kasi Catholic ako Christian. Sabihin ng bride. O, usap muna kayo kung anong type. O, yung isa naman, Muslim ako ako, gusto ko, yun. Okay, that's what I mean about the type of wedding. Okay? Civil, Catholic, Christian, or what type of wedding. And then, next slide. When? Okay. Huwag niyo munang ipilit. May mga couples na nagpipilit na gusto ko August 5 kasi yun ang anniversary namin. O kaya gusto ko August 29 kasi yun ang birthday namin. Again, if the specific date is very important, so be it, but you have to admit in the long run that there will be certain things that you would have to accept. For example, yun talaga ang gusto mo na date. Pero tag-ulan niyang August, huwag ka nang mangarap ng beach wedding. Okay? So, kung ikaw naman ay very flexible sa date, you can just start with the month and the year that you want to get married. And then you compromise along the way. Okay? Ganon ang wedding planning. Hindi po pwedeng itong gusto ko, itong gusto ko, itong gusto ko. Okay? Hindi po, kumbaga, parati kong inire-relate yan sa pagkain eh. Kung gusto niyong mag-date, at ang budget mo ay 1,000 pesos, pwede kang mag-date sa Jollibee, sa McDonald's, sa KFC. Diba? Kung ang budget mo sa date ay 1,000 pesos, huwag mo ipilit na doon ka sa Shangri-La mag-date. There should always be compromise. Okay? So yung date, ganun din. Learn how to compromise. Next slide, please. So, next, tatapos na tayo. So when we need to discuss, the bride and groom should discuss about the where. Okay? Nakalagay dyan, no need to be specific. Hindi mo kailangan sabihin na gusto ko sa ganitong hotel ABC or gusto ko sa resort ABC. No? Ang pag-uusapan nyo lang, baby, gusto ko talaga beach wedding eh. O sige, sa resort tayo pupunta. O kaya, baby, gusto ko talaga sa malamig na lugar. O sige, doon tayo, maghahanap tayo sa mountainous area. Or baby, gusto ko talaga very safe and secure and comfortable ang mga guests. So, gusto ko sa hotel. Okay? So, you have to compromise about the where. Before you even think about all the other things, you discuss about these basics. Pero pa bang kasunod yan? Wala na, no? Hanggang where lang tayo. So again, brides and grooms, yun lang muna ang pag-uusapan ninyo. The basics. Okay? Next thing. What is the next? Ay, sorry. Hindi pa yan. Balik tayo dun sa kanina. Yung sa 3Bs. So, yung basics yon, di ba? Sorry, balik tayo, darling, sa 3Bs. Ito-touch base ko lang konti. Yung 3Bs muna. The next B is the brand. Okay? So, yung brand, di ba mga companies may mga branding na sinasabi yan? Because not two couples, not two weddings are the same. So, pag may nakita kayo na wedding na, ganyan, wedding ng friend, hindi kailangan ang wedding nyo is the same. Merong, yung kamag-anak ko, kinasal sa ganito, dapat ganun din yung kasal natin. No! You should have your own brand. Okay? So, sabi ko nga, parating nire-relate ko sa pagpapatayo ng bahay ang wedding planning. Lahat tayo gusto natin magkaroon ng bahay, tama? Pero, iba-iba yung ating style na gusto. Yung iba gusto bato, yung iba kahoy, yung iba pawid. Yung iba ang gusto kulay pink yung pintura, yung iba gusto walang pintura, yung iba gusto dilaw. Okay? So, as bride and groom, the two of you should compromise kung ano ba ang branding na gusto ninyo. Okay? So, di ba, tapos na tayo sa basics kanina, nag-usap na kayong dalawang mag-ikakasal. O, ito na, na-determine na natin kung more or less kailan, more or less anong klase, at more or less saan, di ba? So, pakita natin yung next, presentation, yung wedding planning mood board. Okay? So, yung sinasabi natin na branding, you have to have your own branding. Kunwari ako, wedding planner, no? Lalapit ka sa akin, Miss Monina, okay, gusto namin pong magpakasal. Kailangan ikaw ang magsasabi sa akin kung ano yung itsura ng wedding na gusto mo. Hindi pwedeng ako. Okay? Yung wedding na gusto ko, para sa wedding ko yun, hindi sa wedding mo. So, you have to have your mood board. Sorry, itinago ko ang face ng aking couple. This is a real couple. And para lang relatable, this is a very fresh wedding that we have handled. October 19. Bago ako pumunta dito ng Davao, nag-wedding muna kami doon. Okay, gawa kayo ng ganyan. Wedding mood board. Normally, si bride lang gumagawa nito, di ba? Kasi si groom naman, oo lang ng oo. Darling, anong kulay? Anong ganito? Oo lang si groom. Pagbigyan natin si bride. Next slide. Okay, so gawa kayo ng more. Sinasabi ko sa couple lagi yan. Just look at the internet and look for ideas that you want for anything. Whether makakita ka ng gusto mong wedding cake, gusto mong invitation, gusto mong bulaklak, gusto mong robe, anything that you can see that you like. Put it in a mood board like that. Okay? Next page. Totoong mood board ito sa isang couple. Hindi yan ginawa ko lang kanina. Kulay, mag-usap kayong dalawa. Ano bang kulay? Sabihin ni groom, maski basta ayoko ng pink. O kaya ayoko ng ganito. Okay? So, yan ang napagkasunduan nila. Nasusunod naman lagi yung bride. So, kayo na mga bride. Match pa dun sa color natin yung ating color palette ko last week. Okay, next slide please. So, pati guest attire. Iisipin nyo ngayon kung ano susunod ng ninong-ninang. Next page please. And then, kung ano yung magiging itsura ng venue and reception natin. Next slide, please. And kung ano yung mga bouquet ng entourage, ano ang bouquet mo, yung mga ganyan-ganyan. Next slide, please. Bridesmaids bouquet. Next slide. Next slide. Nakikita nyo naman di ba? Sa groom, ano itsura ni groom, ano itsura ng bottoner niya. Next slide. Ano itsura ng cake. Next slide. Okay, next slide. Nakikita nyo, this is a real mood board. Hindi ko to inimbento. Sa kliyente ko talaga yan. Next slide. Pati seating arrangement. Okay, paano ang seating arrangement natin? Ganyan. Next slide. Anong gusto kong itsura ng decoration sa church? Next slide. Next slide. Okay. Next slide. Okay. Nakita pa natin kung saan yung venue. Next slide. Ganyan. Okay? So, ito yung mga... off na tayo dyan. Punta tayo doon sa Excel file. Okay? So, yan lang ang pag-uusapan yung dalawa. The basics na sinabi ko kanina. The brand, kung ano magiging itsura. I always say, how does it look like? How does it feel like? How does it sound like? And how does it taste like? Pati music, kayo ang magde-decide nun. Hindi pwedeng si wedding planner. Pag akong tinanong nyo, at yung type of music ko, for example, Yani o kaya Enya. Tapos hindi nyo naman pala gusto yun, di ba? Alam nga naman ako, masunod ko anong music na itutugtog sa wedding nyo. So, all the mood, all the branding should be yours. Now, okay, bago natin i-go through yan, yung last natin na basic na pag-uusapan yung dalawa is the budget. Don't start planning a wedding without talking to each other how much you are willing to spend for your wedding. Pag nag-usap kayong mag-boyfriend pa lang, okay, baby, si Papa magbibigay ng 200,000. Sasabihin nung sige, si Mami ko din, magbibigay daw sila ng 200,000. May 400,000 na kayo. Sige, meron tayong ipon na 800. Di ba, magkano ba yun? 1.2 na kayo, di ba? So, umpisa pa lang, mag-usap na kayo kung magkano ang budget ninyo for the wedding. And ladies and gentlemen, just a little advice, do not set a budget that you cannot afford. Okay? Mas importante ang buhay after the wedding day itself than the wedding itself. Baka mamaya mag-uumpisa kayo ng day 1 ng marriage ninyo, dami-dami yung utang. Huwag ganon. Okay? Any wedding will be beautiful regardless of how much money you allot for it. Okay? So, talk about the budget. Okay, so yung step 2, yung step 1, the 3 B's. The basics, the brand, and the budget. Yun lang ang pag-uusapan ninyong dalawa, wala nang iba. Kasi ang step 2, you hire a wedding planner. Okay? The wedding planner is somebody who will be able to help you with your wedding planning professionally, logically, and would be able to help you with your budget. Hindi ako nagbibiro. Okay? Try to convince yourself not to do it yourself. Why? A wedding is not just any event. It's the event of your lifetime. Once in a lifetime. Parang bahay yan. Pag nagpatayo ka ng bahay, it's your dream wedding. So yung dream bahay mo ba, i-DIY mo? Hindi, di ba? Marunong ka ba magpintura? Marunong ka bang magpukpok at magmartilyo ng kahoy? Di ba? Hindi ka rin naman marunong gumawa ng plano. Unless you are an architect, sige, gawa ka ng sarili mong plano ng bahay. So unless you are a wedding planner, you can plan for your own wedding. Okay? So don't DIY it. That is step 2. Hire a wedding planner. Yun lang. Wala na kayo ibang gagawin. Step 1, basics. Step 2, hire a wedding planner. Okay, let me share with you how we do it as a wedding planner. Okay? Hindi ko sinasabing ako ang i-hire nyo. No. Ang dami-daming magagaling na wedding planner dyan, event organizers, maraming magagaling. Iba-iba ng style yan. Me, I will just share with you how we do it. So, meron kaming Excel file na ipapakita sa inyo. This is what I call my wedding master file. Okay? We have this for all our clients. Whether, hindi ako nagbibiro, whether 200,000 ang budget, whether 10 million ang budget, we use the same wedding fund. Okay? So, nababasa ba? Nababasa. So, first tab, merong main details. Yan lang ang tatanungin ko sa inyo. Di ba? Kailan? Saan? Ilan ang bisita? Magkano budget? Yun lang ang tatanungin ko sa couple. So, dapat napag-usapan nyo na yun. Basic yun eh. Next. Next tab, please. Next tab. Ultimate wedding planning timeline. Sorry. Okay. Kaya mo yan, ate. Sa tab, sa baba. Next tab. Anybody can assist sa next tab po. You know, main details, ultimate wedding planning timeline. Kita na? Kita na? Ay, clicker. Pointer. Mouse. May mouse ka dyan. Ako magano. Pia? Sa baba. No. Don't hide the Excel. Ayan. Okay. So, lakihan na. Yon. Okay. Next tab ng master file. We have the ultimate wedding planning timeline. Okay? So, kung nakikita nyo, I don't know if it's visible, meron kaming wedding planning timeline na ideally 9 to 18 months before ang preparation. 1.5 years ang ideal preparation. Pero some of the clients, meron lang silang 3 months, 2 months, 4 months, o sige, irarush lang natin lahat. Pero lahat ng nasa timeline na yan, you have to go through it. But, it is best to go through it with a wedding planner. Lapit ako konti, no? Pili ako ng mga konting time dyan. Kunwari, pakiakyat nga, pakiat ba? Ay, may naka-hide pala. Kunwari, make a list of the people giving toast, ganyan-ganyan. Di ba? Ang very detailed ito. Okay, confirm hair and makeup schedule. Okay? Or reconfirm arrival time of vendors. Lahat yan, we go through that, no? So, it depends na lang kung gaano katagal ang wedding planning nyo. So, meron tayong timeline na ginagamit. Next, we have a suppliers list tab. Next tab, please. Okay, so itong suppliers list na yan, sana hindi nyo na lang nababasa kasi nakakahiya sa client. Nare-reveal ko yung mga supplier nila, no? So meron tayong category dyan. Sino ba ang, saan ka magpapakasal? What's your church? Anong hotel mo? Anong photographer mo? Sinong coordinator mo? Sino ang couturier mo? Makeup artist? Sino ang florist for the church? Photo wall, wedding ring, invitation, LED wall, entertainment, mirror, photo booth, souvenirs for the guests, souvenirs for the entourage, bridal car, cake, choir, MC, coffee bar, wedding hair, confetti, etc., etc., etc. Okay? So, yung mga suppliers na yan, mas maganda, customized yan kung ano yung gusto ninyong type of wedding. Okay? So, although yes, there are some suppliers who are offering full package, no? O kaya naman yung mga hotels, meron silang mga accredited na suppliers, ganyan. Okay din yun. Nasa sa inyo yun if you're okay to work with all these people. Kaya lang, maganda ko na example yung couturier na mapipili mo is somebody who creates gowns that are suitable for what you want. So, si wedding planner dapat ang magsasuggest sa inyo na okay, anong klase ng makeup ba yung nilagay mo doon sa branding na ginawa mo kanina, sa mood board mo kanina? Korean style ang gustong makeup ni bride. Okay, alam ko na kung sino i-recommend ko sa'yo na makeup artist. Pili ka sa 3 na to. Pili ka sa 5 na to. Ganon, no? So, hindi yung ipipilit ko sa'yo na ang makeup artist dapat si ganito dahil ako ang wedding planner. No, it's not like that. Ikaw ang masusunod. Okay? So, dahil ang gusto mo na itsura ng makeup, vamp naman, so alam ko na kung sino yung mga makeup artist na gano'n ang style. Vamp ang look. Tapos, magkano nga ulit ang budget nito? Okay, pwede ito kay ganito. Pwede kay ganyan. The wedding planner will recommend to you kung sino ang makeup artist na yun. Okay? Again, hindi ipipilit. Ikaw ang masusunod. Kung meron kang supplier na gusto mo talaga, ma'am, gusto ko talaga itong photographer na to. Nakita ko na talaga yung output nitong photographer na to. Ito talaga ang gusto kong photographer na to. Sige, basta pasok sa budget. Okay? And sino ang makakapag-suggest niya na pwede o hindi? Si wedding planner. Kasi alam ni wedding planner kung ano-ano yung mga gagastusin mo. Okay? So, you always talk to your wedding planner with all your suppliers. So, bago mag-book ng ibang supplier, kunwari, pipili ka na ng wedding ring, o yung mga ring, ano natin dyan, madadaming benta. Tingnan muna, ganyan-ganyan. O kaya naman, magpipili kayo ng caterer, no? You can always refer to your wedding planner na, ma'am, anong masasabi mo sa caterer na to? May experience ka ba sa kanya? Ganyan-ganyan. And you review the contract. Never, 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 never book a supplier without a contract. Very important. Okay? So, lahat ng suppliers should be with experience and legitimate at merong proper contract. Okay? So, apart from the suppliers list, ito na yung sinabi ko sa'yo. Next tab is the entourage, and then the guest list. Tab mo na lang yan. Pakita natin lahat ng tab. Pati yung mga, breakfast meal allowance, pinag-uusapan yan. Alam namin kung ano yung mga on-the-day other expenses. Okay? Sige, next tab. Pakita nyo ng pakita. Breakfast meal allowance. Suppliers list na may crew meal. Okay, next. Makeup artist timeline. Sinong may makeup artist na 6 to 6:30, 6:30 to 7, 7 to 7:30. Ikaw pa ba ang gagawa niyan? No, it's the wedding planner who does that. The wedding planner should do the schedule of the entourage. Sino unang may makeupan, pangalawa, pangatlo. Okay? Tapos wedding planner muna magko-coordinate with your entourage about that. Next, table arrangement. Ito hindi si wedding planner ang gagawa. Table arrangement, kayo yan. So you create how many tables you are going to have on your wedding day. For this specific client, we have 30-something tables. Doon, hindi ko makita. Parang 38 tables ito nung wedding ko last Sunday. 12 people per table, 2 VIP. So, kayong couple, mag-asawa, maglalagay dyan kung sino, pero kami na bahala mag-organize and orchestrate nun. And then, what's the next tab? Final guest list per table. So, syempre, nakasort na yan. Kasi pag dumating ang mga bisita, magtatanong sila, sasabihin ng coordinator sa table, surname ma'am, o sasabihin si Marjorie Tew. Okay, titingnan sa system. Table 2 ma'am, tatanungin ng Marjorie Tew. Sino kasama ko sa table 2? May mga ganyan na bisita gusto nila malaman. Kaya dapat meron kayo na sorting na ganyan. And then next, participants, syempre kung sino magpa-first reading, second reading, kung Catholic, sino magto-toast, etc. And then what's next? The next timeline, reception program flow. Siyempre, we work with the host on that. Anong mangyayari? And then the ceremony. Okay, so if you think about it, ano pa meron? Pakita mo lang ng pakita. Okay, okay na yan. If you think about it, napakaraming detalye na kailangan isipin. And you, being not a wedding planner, would be overwhelmed with all the information that you will prepare. And this is why it is very important that step number 2 is to hire a wedding planner. Okay? Yun lang ang kailangan nyong itandaan. The basics and then hire a wedding planner. So I would say the greatest question now is how do you choose your wedding planner or your event organizer? So ang masasuggest ko lang po dyan, number 1, your wedding planner should be super experienced. Okay? At least 5 years experience in wedding planning or wedding execution. Kung hindi man, kung baguhan siya, sasabihin niya, ay hindi po, nagtrabaho po ako dati sa ganitong wedding planning company for the past 5 years. Okay na rin. Diba? So, he or she should be super experienced. Huwag niyong ipagkakatiwala ang wedding ninyo sa somebody na ngayon lang mag-handle ng wedding. Okay? Maraming nangyayari sa wedding na maiiyak ka pag hindi mo alam. Okay? That's the reality of it. Pag hindi ka prepared and you don't know how to do it, it's devastating sometimes to the couple. Okay? That's the first one. Super experience. Number 2, that wedding planner should know a lot of suppliers. Hindi po pwedeng isa lang ang kakilala niyang caterer at isa lang ang kakilala niyang sound system. At isa lang ang kakilala niya na, lahat yun. Hindi pwedeng isa lang. He or she should know a lot of suppliers that can work with your budget and your style. Okay? Magre-recommend siya ng madami. Okay? And of course, the wedding planner should be legit. Hindi pwedeng walang BIR, hindi pwedeng walang mayor's permit. Paano kayo hahabol kung pumirma kayo ngayon, nakita nyo lang sa Facebook yan. Bukas wala na siyang Facebook. Okay? Paano kayo hahabol kung nakilala nyo lang yan sa kung saan, tapos wala kayong kontrata. Yung kontrata ni walang address at saka BIR number. Diba? Paano nyo mahahabol? We don't want that to happen to you. You have seen it in so many news and YouTube vlogs already that there are a lot of wedding couples na bukas na yung kasal, hindi na mahanap ang supplier. Wala palang ganito, wala ganito. Okay? I know, kailangan natin magtipid. Pero, maski nagtitipid, pwedeng maging maganda ang wedding. You just have to be careful and wise about it. Okay? So, experienced, maraming network, maraming kilala, and, sabi ko, legit. Maaasahan. Okay? Also, pag wedding planner, pumirma kayo ng kontrata, pag humingi ng 50% down payment, huwag muna yun. Wedding planner, mag-uumpisa pa lang kami ng trabaho, hingi na kami ng 50%. No. Look and listen to her first kung ano ang nagagawa niya. Should be booking fee muna. Sige, I will reserve the date for you. O susunod na bayad sa ganito na. Progressive billing dapat ang wedding planner. Kasi, pag binook nyo na yan ng 50%, sorry, kasi ang daming news na ganun di ba? Kaya ko lang nasasabi to. Pag binook nyo na ng 50% agad, tapos hindi siya, walang BIR, walang mayor's permit, walang SEC, mga ganyan-ganyan. Tapos wala na, hindi na kayo kinausap, nasa na yung 50% mo, di ba? Mas maganda, progressive. Okay? So, kunwari, after 2 months, bayad ka ulit. After 2 months, bayad ka ulit. O, nakikita mo naman eh, oh, happy ka. Yung ibang client nga namin, sumusobra pa bayad sa sobrang happy. Diba? Pagdating ng event, imbis na ganito na lang balanse, magdadagdag pa. Kasi happy-happy. Okay? So, yun lang. So, huwag nyo nang isintindihin lahat ng mga pinakita ko sa Excel kanina. Si wedding planner dapat ang gagawa nun for you. So, step 1 and step 2. Okay? Meron bang question? Baka meron gusto magtanong. Anybody? I am open to questions. Hanggat I am here on stage, kasi mamaya, pag nandyan ako sa baba, naku, hindi nyo na naman ako makakausap. Anybody, may question ba? Wala? Gusto mga nandyan dyan, ako makakaway-kaway kanina. So, kung wala namang question, meron ba? May question? Ay, may question. Anong question? Ha? Ayan, huwag mahiya, may microphone. Ayan, sir, may microphone doon. Okay. Sige.
Hello, hello.
Hello, your name, please?
Francis, ma'am.
Francis. Yes, Francis.
Ma'am, pag ano kami sa inyo, ma'am, like, ang budget ibigay sa inyo, ma'am, no?
No, hindi mo ibibigay ang budget sa akin. Sasabihin mo lang kung magkano budget.
Ah.
Huwag mo ibibigay sa akin yung pera mo. Baka 10 million ang budget mo, bukas bibili ako ng Mazda dun sa address. Diba? So, ang ganito yan. Sabihin mo sa akin, ang budget mo ganito. Mag-uusap tayo. O sige, sinong kailangan unahin? Ito. Magka-come up tayo ng Excel file. More or less, magkano iba-budget mo per category, right? And as your wedding planner, I will recommend, okay, based sa budget na ginawa natin, ang wedding gowns and entourage gowns, nilagay natin ganitong XXX amount. So, ang pwede ko i-recommend sa'yo, based on this budget and based on the styles that you like, pwede nating i-recommend si XX designer. Parang ganon. Okay? And then, once you're happy with the supplier na naan natin, gagawa tayo ng contract for that, ano ang terms and conditions, babayaran natin yung supplier and so on. Okay? Hindi ko hihingin yung budget na 5 million, sir. Hindi. Okay? Ano tayo dyan? Basta may schedule tayo ng payments. Okay? Dapat ganon. Huwag nyo ibibigay sa akin yung pera nyo. Ay, marami ako mabibili doon. Okay. Mga jewelers natin yan, bibili ako niyan. Okay. Ano pa? Joke lang yun. Of course not. I will not do that. Anybody else? Go there, at sa back far end. Pwede pong ko lang takbo si Miss Ben. Okay. Thank you. There's a question there at the far end. Yes, ma'am. Ay, sorry, may nauna. Okay. After that, si ma'am ang susunod. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Question ko is, what if may nakafix na yung schedule, then what if may sudden important matter na on that day kailangan i-move, meron pang babayaran ng scheduling fee sa wedding planner or as is lang yung ayaw ba mag-compromise?
That's a very good question, and I want to go back into the contract signing. Before you sign with the wedding planner or with anybody, there should be a clause there about postponement. Nangyayari talaga yan sa wedding. For example, there's a sudden, unfortunate incident in the family that you had to postpone the wedding another 6 months or another year. Nasa clause dapat ng kontrata yon. If you review our contract sa Monina E-Events, nakasulat yon, cancellation or postponement policies. Pag nag-postpone ka one time, tapos available pa rin yung date namin, no postponement fee. Pag nag-postpone ka ulit the second time, meron ng cancellation, postponement fee na X amount of money or X%. Pag nag-cancel ka, kunwari nag-book ka, nag-cancel ka, malayo pa naman, yung booking fee mo forfeited. Kunwari naman, nag-cancel ka 2 months before, 50% forfeited. May mga ganun dapat. And before you sign the contract, you have to be okay with all those conditions. Okay? Kasi kung ako, para sa akin, as your wedding planner, okay sa akin yung terms and conditions ko, dapat okay din sa'yo. It should not be a one-way situation. Yes, another question. There, microphone. Ay, sorry, ma'am, dito raw muna. After niyan, ikaw. Yes.
I'm Eileen.
Eileen.
I work at the airport. Hindi ko na narinig yung question kanina, baka same question eh, kasi may tawa. Question is, how much is the initial fee na ibabayad dun sa coordinator?
Okay. Our recommendation, and again, this is just us. Kami po, 20% ang initial fee namin. Okay? So, for example, sige, so, i-reveal ko na, total nagpa-flyers yung mga girls and boys ko doon for our, no. My full wedding planning promotional rate for today is 105,000. Okay? So, pero yung mga nagbo-book today sa amin, we give them 15,000 off just for today, yesterday and today. So, 20% ang initial down payment namin na hinihingi. Okay? To block the date. Pero, minsan sasabihin ng client, kasi kunwari 100,000, 105,000, 20% of which is 21,000, right? So, sasabihin ng couple, naku ma'am, kulang na yung ano ko kasi nagbayad ako sa venue, nagbayad ako sa venue. Pwede ba 10,000 na lang? Okay, no problem. Pero, yun ang ideal. Don't go beyond that. Okay? Kasi wala pa kaming ginagawa. Huwag nyo kaming bayaran ng madami. 20%, I think, is more than enough or less than that. Did I answer your question, ma'am? I think that's reasonable. Yes po, ma'am. Over there, my good friend.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Ryan.
My name is Carmen.
Husky voice. Okay.
Miss Bonita, this is sa organizer side. How do you handle clients, let's say, along the way, bigyan kay PDR, and then usually what suffers is the last payment. So, at the end of the day, lahat sasabihin nila yung complaints regarding your service. So, it's one way of saying they don't want to pay anymore. How do you handle that po?
Okay. I understand that perfectly, ma'am, because this has happened to us also a few times dahil nga ang tagal-tagal na namin sa industry, no? So, yung hindi pagkakaintindihan ng kliyente at saka ng wedding planner, nangyayari talaga yan. Hindi natin sinasabi na kami perfect, lahat ng kliyente namin masaya. Along the way, merong magka-cancel. It's because the style is not the same. Hindi nag-match. Parang marriage lang yan. Bago kayo magpakasal, kailangan merong muna, pakilanlanan, di ba? Tapos, yung palang style ni bride and groom, hindi the same as our style. No? So, sasabihin nila, Miss Monina, as much as we would want to, no? Kasi, hindi kami happy sa ganyan, gusto nila mag-cancel. O kaya naman, yung on the day na, yung natapos na lahat, di ba? Isipin mo, haba ng usapan natin, di ba? 9 months before, 18 months before, nagpa-planning na tayo. Tapos, on the day itself, lahat ng maipintas ng kliyente, ay naku, I'm not going to pay you because the fish is not fresh. Hindi po ako ang chef, hindi ako taga-hotel, pero ako ang hindi niya babayaran. O kaya naman, hindi yan ang pinag-usapan natin. Hindi naman baby pink ang pinag-usapan natin na bulaklak. Ang pinag-usapan natin na bulaklak ay blush pink. Okay? So all these things as a wedding organizer, event organizer, we should avoid. Everything should be in the contract. Ano yung cover mo at ano yung hindi. Okay? Tapos, yung sinasabi ko kanina na mood board, kunwari, decorator ang kausap natin, kung ano ang pinag-usapan natin na kulay ng carpet, lagyan nyo ng picture yan. Ito dapat ang gusto kong carpet. Nakita nyo naman yung mood board na ginawa natin, di ba? Ganito ang kulay ng bulaklak. Ito, bulaklak. Para walang reklamo. Some things are still subjective. And siguro, sa way na lang ng pag-organize ng wedding planner, doon na-avoid talaga ang complaints na hindi na makakalusot ang kliyente. Kasi yung ibang kliyente nyo, sorry brides and grooms, ibang kliyente lumulusot lang talaga. So, naghahanap ng may pipintas. na it's going to be unfair naman to your wedding organizer if you're going to do that to them when they have, worked so hard for your wedding. Kaya, para to protect both sides, everything should be in the contract. Everything should be black and white. Yung mga tawag, mga he says, iwasan natin yun. Ayaw na ayaw ko yung sasabihin ng staff ko, ma'am, sabi niyo raw po kasi kay bride, ganito. Ha? Nasaan? Show me the proof. Okay? So, ang mga staff ko, sanay na sanay yan. May tatawag, and then after that, magte-text or mag-email. As per discussion today, blah, blah, blah. Diba? In fact nga pwede ko i-share yun, Miss Liza? Kwentuhan natin kanina. I will not say the name. Okay? I will not say the name. In fact, not just sa wedding planning nangyayari yan. Dito sa Bride and Bliss Expo, eto, lalabas na yung sama na loob ko, di ba? Merong isang supplier na nag-book sa amin noong August yata. Pirma siya ng booking form na their company is going to join Bride and Bliss Expo. May kontrata kami kasi di kontrata nga ang company namin. Pirma, tapos send pa kami ng statement of account, okay. Tapos in-upgrade pa namin ng booth. O sige, imbis na doon ka sa sulong kasi malaking brand ka, dito ka namin nilalagay. Okay, sige. Update ng SOA, attend ng briefing, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos nung Friday, nagsiset up na kaming lahat dito. Finalo up siya ng isa naming staff. What time po kayo darating? Hindi pa kayo nag-i-ingress? Anong sagot? Ay, hindi na po kami sasali. That was Friday. And we have a written contract. And we have email conversations. We have Viber conversations. And Facebook conversations. And this is a corporation, not just a small company. Okay? So, Park Inn is very kind enough to accommodate us na para lang hindi mabungi yung setup ng specific supplier na yon. Imbis na kalahati lang si Park Inn. Sige na nga, Miss Munina, pipilhin ko na yung kabilang side mo yan. So, binuo ni Park Inn yung kanyang setup. Para lang hindi bungi, diba? I will not say which company is it, but if they can do that to a corporation like ours, what more can these people do to a couple? Kami nga, korporasyon na ginanong pa di ba? So kayo, mag-iingat kayo. Everything should be in the contract. Oy, ginaganon na ako ng asawa ko. Sabi niya, nga ba mo talaga magsalita? May question pa ba? I can accommodate one more question. Oh, dito. Gagalit na yung asawa ko. Sabi niya, dal mo talaga. Miss Ryan, kwentuhan mo muna yan para hindi mapansin mahaba yung sinasabi ko. Yes, ma'am.
Mabuhay Madayaw po, Miss. My question is, what is the single red flag question a client can ask a wedding planner that signals that they may not respect the planner's professional boundaries or expertise, and how would you handle them?
Okay. So, ang tanong mo, si client may tanong kay wedding planner. Ano yung red flag na gusto kong ayawan to? Is that what you're saying? Or the other way around? Ano yung red flag sa wedding planner? Okay. Question nila sa wedding planner. Na red flag para sa akin. Oh. Ang hirap na tanong yun, ha? Minsan, sasabihin nila, ma'am, po pwede bang yung payment after the wedding? Uy, red flag sa akin yun. Pero, it just so happen na marunong akong, makiramdam sa tao. Meron tayong mga events na pinagkakatiwalaan ko yung couple, maski na natapos na yung wedding, may utang pa sa akin na 200,000, ganyan. Alam ko hindi babayaran ako niyan. Diba? Well, in fact, yung event ko hindi ito, Hindi wedding yan, event ko noon. Wednesday, Thursday. Tapos yung event namin, di ba? Tapos na, 200 plus pa yung balance, di ba? Hanggang ngayon, hindi ako binabayaran. Pero hindi ako natatakot. Kasi alam ko babayaran. Okay? Nasa experience na ng tao yun para i-consider yun as a red flag. So again, that's not always a red flag. Red flag? Wala akong maisip. Kasi the clients that come to us, you know, maybe because I'm old already. I'm 54. So maybe because I have been in the industry for so long, we can handle anybody and anyone already. No? Na yun nga, sabi ko sa inyo, maski na 200,000 lang ang budget ng kliyente, di ba? Ma-advisean ko kung paano mapagkakasya yung pera na yan. So, hindi yun kung wala kang pera, you cannot talk to me, or hindi kung ang dami-dami mong pera, you cannot talk to me. Lahat yan, pwede. Wala akong maisip na red flag, sorry. Ano kaya? Wala talaga. Okay?